Have you ever found yourself turning down an invitation to a book club, a family picnic, or a community event, thinking, I'm too old for that, or I just don't have the energy? I've been there, and I know how tempting it is to let those thoughts win. But here's the truth, those excuses are quietly stealing your chance to live a life full of connection, laughter, and joy. At 78 years old, I'm more social than ever, and I've learned that staying engaged with others is one of the best ways to feel vibrant and fulfilled, no matter your age. Today, we're going to tackle 7 common excuses seniors use to skip social outings and why they're holding you back from a richer life. More importantly, I'll share simple ways to overcome them so you can say yes to the moments that matter. Stick with me to the end because the last reason will really surprise you. Social connection isn't just nice to have, it's essential for your health. The National Institute on Aging says social isolation can increase your risk of depression, cognitive decline, and even heart disease by up to 32%, as serious as smoking or obesity. 1 in 4 seniors faces loneliness, but it doesn't have to be that way. By letting go of these excuses, you can build a life filled with meaningful relationships and new adventures. The first excuse is one I hear all the time: I'm too old for that. It's so easy to think that certain activities, like joining a dance class, attending a concert, or even trying a new hobby, are for younger folks. But age is just a number, and science backs this up. Studies from Harvard Medical School show that social activities improve mental sharpness, reduce stress, and even boost physical health by lowering blood pressure. My friend Clara, who's 80, used to say she was too old for her community's gardening club. But when she gave it a try, she not only found a new passion but also made friends who now meet weekly for coffee. Instead of saying I'm too old, ask yourself, what's stopping me from trying? You might be surprised at how much fun you have. Here's how to start. Pick one activity you've dismissed as not for your age and give it a go. It could be a local art class, a walking group, or even a game night. Start small, attend for an hour and see how it feels. Clara started with 1 gardening session and now leads the club's spring planting. Within weeks, you'll likely feel more energized and connected, proving age is no barrier to joy. The second excuse is, I don't have enough energy. I get it, some days, just getting out of bed feels like a marathon. But here's the secret, social outings can actually boost your energy, not drain it. A study from the University of Michigan found that social interactions increase dopamine, the feel-good chemical that lifts your mood and stamina. My neighbor Tom, who's 76, used to skip family barbecues, saying he was too tired. But when he started attending, he noticed he felt more alive, laughing with his grandkids and sharing stories. Socializing recharges you in ways napping can't. To overcome this, start with low-energy activities, like a coffee date with a friend or a short community event. Plan to rest before and after, and bring a buddy for moral support. Tom began with a 30-minute visit to his daughter's house, and now he's the life of the party. Within a week, you'll likely feel a spark of energy that keeps you coming back for more. The third excuse is, I have health problems. Health challenges are real, but they don't have to keep you on the sidelines. Many social activities can be tailored to your needs, and socializing itself supports your health. The Mayo Clinic reports that social engagement reduces chronic pain and strengthens immunity, helping you manage conditions better. My friend Ellen, 82, has arthritis and used to decline outings, worried she couldn't keep up. But when she joined a seated yoga class at her senior center, she found a supportive group that accommodated her needs, and her pain actually eased from the gentle movement and laughter. Here's the plan. Look for accessible activities, like chair-based exercise classes, virtual book clubs, or events with seating and rest areas. Talk to organizers about accommodations. Most are happy to help. Ellen now attends yoga twice a week and even hosts a monthly tea for her new friends. Your health doesn't have to stop you. It can be a reason to connect. The fourth excuse is, I don't know anyone there. Walking into a room full of strangers can feel daunting, especially if you're out of practice. But here's the thing, every friend you have was once a stranger. Social outings are golden opportunities to meet new people and expand your circle. A study from AARP shows that seniors with diverse social networks report higher life satisfaction and lower rates of loneliness. My friend George, 79, used to skip community potlucks, worried he'd be alone in a crowd. But when he showed up to one, he struck up a conversation with a fellow veteran, and now they're best buddies, meeting weekly to swap stories. To get past this excuse, try this. Before an event, reach out to the organizer or a friend to learn who's attending. Arrive early to chat with a few people in a quieter setting, or bring a familiar face along to ease you in. George started by asking the potluck host to introduce him to someone, and that one connection opened the door to many more. You can also set a small goal, like talking to one new person. Within a month, you'll likely have a few familiar faces to look forward to, turning strangers into friends. The fifth excuse is it's too far to get there. Distance can feel like a big hurdle, especially if driving isn't as easy as it used to be or you rely on others for rides. But there are ways to overcome this, and staying social is worth the effort. Research from the University of California found that regular social engagement improves cognitive function, even when outings require some planning. My friend Martha, 77, lives in a rural area and used to decline city events, saying they were too far. But when she discovered a senior shuttle service and online meetups, she started joining book clubs and virtual game nights, keeping her connected without long trips. Here's how to make it work. Explore transportation options like public buses, ride-sharing apps, or community shuttles. Many areas offer free or low-cost services for seniors. If travel's still tough, look for virtual events like Zoom coffee chats or online classes, which bring people together from your living room. Martha now hosts a virtual book club and takes the shuttle to occasional in-person events. Start by finding one accessible event, in person or online, and give it a try. You'll soon find distance isn't the barrier it seems. The sixth excuse is I'm not interested in that kind of event. It's easy to dismiss activities that don't immediately spark your curiosity, like a knitting circle or a lecture series. But trying something new can surprise you with joy and open doors to unexpected connections. The Journal of Gerontology reports that seniors who explore new activities have lower stress and higher happiness levels. My friend Robert, 81, had no interest in his senior center's art classes, thinking they weren't his thing. But when he went to one session, he discovered a love for painting and made friends who now exhibit their work together. To push past this, commit to trying one new activity, even if it's outside your comfort zone. Look for events that align slightly with your interests, maybe a history talk if you love reading, or a cooking demo if you enjoy food. Robert went to that art class on a whim and now paints landscapes that hang in his home. Give it one shot, and if it's not for you, you've still gained a story to share. But chances are, you'll find something, or someone, that makes it worthwhile. Now, let's dive into the final excuse that might be stopping you and wrap up with a plan to keep your social life thriving. This last one is a sneaky one, but it's one you can overcome, so let's get to it. The seventh excuse is I have other commitments. This one sounds reasonable. Who doesn't have a busy schedule? But if other commitments is your go-to reason for skipping social events, it might be a sign you're prioritizing the wrong things. Social connection isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for your well-being. A study from the American Psychological Association shows that seniors who prioritize social activities have a 20% lower risk of depression and better physical health. My friend Barbara, 83, used to say she was too busy with chores to join her church's weekly lunch. But when she rearranged her schedule to attend, she found the laughter and conversations gave her more energy to tackle her to-do list, and she felt happier than she had in years. Here's how to move past this excuse. Take a look at your week and identify 1 or 2 hours you can set aside for socializing. Treat these as non-negotiable, like a doctor's appointment. If chores or errands are overwhelming, delegate or simplify them. Maybe ask a family member to help or focus on what's essential. Barbara started by attending one lunch a month, and now she's there every week, sharing recipes and stories with new friends. You can also combine commitments with socializing, like inviting a friend to run errands together. Within a week, you'll likely feel lighter, and those other commitments won't seem so heavy. Each one has a solution, whether it's trying a new activity, finding accessible events, or rearranging your priorities. At 78, I've learned that saying yes to social outings keeps me young at heart. Here's my challenge: pick one social event to attend this week. It could be a coffee with a friend, a community class, or a virtual meetup. Say yes to the invitation, use one of the strategies we've talked about, and notice how you feel afterward. Share your experience in the comments. Tell me what you tried and where you're from. If you know someone who's been hesitant to socialize, share this video to inspire them. If these ideas have sparked a desire to reconnect, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more ways to live fully after 60. Here's to stepping out, making memories, and living with a full heart. See you next time.